You got to do deals. You got to put yourself out there. You got to talk to more people. You got to go for it. I played sports for a very long time. I know about taking risks. You gotta go for it. This is not a business where you cannot not go for it. You know what I mean? We at the end of the day, again, geez, you you're not getting paid until you close, right? Are you ready to send the ships home? Is this ready to be your lifestyle? This is not something you can come in and out of. This is something that where momentum is a real thing. What you do is going to count 90 days from now. You skip a couple days, believe me, you're going to see it. You got to hit this every day. How prepared are you to make this a lifestyle?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, it's Aaron Wittenstein, and we're here with Vulcan7 Roadmap. This is where we have agents across the country share all their prospecting tips to help you get an additional 2, 3, 4, just a bunch of listings a week, okay? Now, we have, I gotta say, this is like a prospecting machine that we're dealing with today. So just prepare yourself. It's a prospecting machine. Mr. JG Kemp from Hartford, Connecticut, next to my old stomping grounds in Westchester, New York. JG, talk to me, my friend. How you doing today?
Let's go.
There we go, baby. There, and he's got, side note, one heck of a barber. I think it's shorter than I have mine. So,
hey, I appreciate that. Truth be told, I just cut myself right now.
I won't tell anybody. No,
I got to be sharp for the camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Gotta be sharp.
Okay, so we were talking in the green room a little bit before this, all right? And how many hours a day do you currently lead generate?
So my day of lead generation starts at 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock. That is the 4 hours I get in every day. There's no exception to the calls. Depending on if I go on an appointment or not, I'm prospecting between 4 and 7 every night.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. Okay. So you're telling me that you upwards of 6 to 7 hours worth of lead generation time?
100%. 100%.
That's like
the first 4 hours is always standing up. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to the later 3 hours, I'm probably sitting down.
So that's like 30 to 35 hours a week worth of lead gen.
Yep. The goal is 34 hours of prospecting a week.
Okay, so how long have you been? How long have you been doing that? Because that's a lot. I do like 15 to 20, and that's significant.
Right.
How are you able to mentally maintain doing that much prospecting? That's a lot.
It is repetitious boredom, a lot of stamina. It's just determination, consistency, hard work, discipline. We got to do it. My goal is 60 contacts per day. If I don't prospect, I'll start, saying to myself, what else am I going to be doing? What else would I be doing right now? Right? What could be better than trying to get some money?
All right. So you said 60 contacts a day is the goal?
Yeah. Yep. 60 contacts is the goal.
Okay. What do you, because there's differing opinions on what a contact. I have mine, you have yours. What's your opinion of a contact?
I gotta mention the address.
So can you just do that with
sure.
you?
So they pick up the phone. How you doing? This is JG, 5-Star Realty. I'm calling because I'm sure you figured out your property came off the market this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. I'm all set. Yeah, that's a contact.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Yeah, no, I think that's a quality contact right there because, people, like I said, I'm not a big fan, like I said, in general, if there's hangups or, wrong numbers and stuff
that's
like that.
Not a contact for me.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, my friend, wholeheartedly. So, all right. So when you're dialing 5 to, I can't believe I'm saying this is insane. 5 to 7 hours a day. What does your typical call shift look like? What's the 8 to 12? What's a 5 to 7?
That's a great question. I tell you what, Vulcan7, it's a great tool, because the thing just ringing, So in my schedule, I have my schedule And in my schedule, I have laid out hour by hour what I'm going to be doing from 8 to 12. So I'll start out with expired cancel for sell by owner, for rent by owner. I'll go to follow up and then a gym and so on and so forth. Right. So 8 to 9, I'm expired cancel. 9 to 10, I'm for sell by owner. 10 to 11, I'm for rent by owner. 11 to 12, I'm follow up.
So are you calling like this, like with an expired and cancel? Like, let's say you don't get enough throughout the day. Are you calling the same ones like 2 or 3 times? Or are you like walking down a path of like today,
Good question.
tomorrow, yesterday, so on and so forth?
Good question, right? It's all a feel. It's kind of like fishing. If you don't get a bite in the first 10 minutes, you're switching spots. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing that day and that day is not giving me, so we're roughly getting about 10 an hour. So if I'm not at 8 to 8:30 with 5 contacts, in my mind, I'm switching up. Where do I want to go next? Do I want to go the day before? The day before that? Do I want to start the first of the month? Do I want to go back to last year? I kind of make a decision on where I want to go from there.
So you kind I mean, it's like a system, but it's more of like a gut feeling system where you don't see the results. And like I said, if you're not getting you're like, you know what? It's 30 minutes. I've talked to 2 people. I'm out. It's time to go
Yeah,
somewhere else.
I'm
Is that
going.
right?
I'm going 100%. Now, the main objective is to get an appointment. You know, but when you're not getting appointments, it's the contacts. So I got to get contacts in order to get appointments. So if my contacts aren't where they're supposed to be every half hour, I'm switching up and I'm going. I'm going somewhere else.
So, all right. So I think nowadays a lot of people struggle because they automatically think no appointment, no success. No appointment, no success. Right? And
Hmm.
I do that. I do that myself. I'm not going to say that I
Yeah.
don't. So
Right.
in it just let's just say it's a 4-hour session. Your early shift.
Yeah.
What do you expect to see as being a successful day?
So on average, if I'm not hitting the 40 in 4 hours, I'm hitting somewhere around that 30. And throughout the day, through my phone ringing and whatever other prospect I do, I get up to that 60.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So basically, 4 hours is getting me between 30 to 40 contacts.
So your goal, and you've had a successful day when you've basically hit 10 contacts an hour. That's the way you look
That
at it.
that 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 is success.
Okay.
40 contacts in 4 hours. I'm a happy guy.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile. All right. So let's say that you have. I just I would forget it. Let's go with the 7 hour day. Let's say that you have 7 hours and you hit
Right.
60 to 70 contacts. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your anticipated end game goal from doing that? Like what is the appointment ratio or lead ratio or listings taken ratio look like?
34 contacts in a week. So basically every 10 hours, or every 10 contacts, I'm taking one lead.
Okay. Okay. So
That's my goal. Does it happen all the time? No, but that's the goal. All right, that's the goal. And it's funny you should say appointment, contact appointment, because over the last few months, I've been trying to figure something out, and that's I've been taking a lot of listings without even going on an appointment, never meeting the owner, never stepping foot in the house, right? Getting the deal, and I'm off to the next because after that, my assistant, my transaction coordinator, they got the file. So all I'm basically doing is feedback, follow up, and offers.
okay. So walk me through that. I'm assuming you're doing virtual appointments to people that are not.
I'm not even doing that. It's all over the phone. I've been taking a lot, and believe me, I've been trying to figure this out. I've had discussions with some of my people in Mastermind, and some other of my friends. I've been trying to figure out how is this getting done. A majority of my listings have been taken without going on an appointment.
I like that. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. I like
So
that.
that's how I'm able to do more prospecting at night.
So I mean, okay. So here's what people are going to ask, okay? Because they're going to be like, okay, you're taking listings over the phone. How are
I'm
you
taking.
doing? How are you doing this?
So what I'm able to, what I'm thinking it is, what I'm pretty much narrowing down what it is people make decisions based off emotion,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Right? Don't matter how analytical you are, doesn't matter what your skills are, what your stats are. At the end of the day, they're going to make a decision on how they feel. So I get that a lot. It's something about you. I don't pick up the phone for a lot of realtors, but when I did, something got me to stay on the phone with you. I don't know what it is. So what I'm thinking it is just the fact that I'm able to sound like your friend, your brother, your cousin, somebody that you know. I'm not sounding like a cheesy salesperson. So I think that's one.
Hmm.
Right. I think two is the confidence. Right. Somebody told me I have a radio voice. I really don't notice, but it's got to be something with the confidence. Now, there could be an X factor in there. Maybe they're going to Google or whatever the case may be, looking me up in between there. Who knows? I don't know. But I also think that the main reason after that is the pre-listing package that I'm sending them.
So you're sending them a pre-listing package while you're on the phone with them, and you're
Well, so say I'll give you a good example. Say it's a for sale by owner, and say I convince them that they should possibly look into the idea of teaming up with an agent. I will send them over my package explaining why they should team up with an agent. I will follow up with them by the end of the week and ask them, did they look at that package? If they looked at that package and they're open to talk, at that point, I'm convincing them. I've already done most of the convincing. Now it's just the belief that I can do it, right? There's four things why people are going to use you as a realtor. They're going to want to make sure you're getting their house sold. What are you going to do to get it sold? How much you're going to get it sold for, and how long you're going to take. I've answered that all in the package. So now it's just the confidence and the emotion. Do you like me? Right.
Yep.
So I add a little bit of comedy in there, make them sound comfortable, make them get comfortable, and boom, I'm getting a listing.
So here's what I'm going to say, and like I said, I speak with a lot of agents across country, a lot. Okay, and your confidence that you radiate is second to none. Okay, so I don't know if you know that,
I
or
don't, and that's the thing I'm trying to figure out. People tell me that though.
here, word of advice: don't
Yeah,
try and figure it out. It's just who you are and what you do based upon the success that you've had.
I
Right?
appreciate that.
You're very welcome. So it's just you exude confidence.
Yeah.
And I would think that comes from your past success,
Yes,
correct?
100%.
So when you have past success and you know that you're good at what you do,
Right.
it comes off. So I mean, and here's what I'll ask you then, okay? Because I think there's
Yeah.
a lot of people that come up. We've all had it. We've had a bad day. We've had a bad 3 days. We've had a bad week. We've had a bad month,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I'm going to venture to guess like that happens to you, but it's sweat off your back, right?
The sweat off my back, man. We got to keep going. A big thing that goes into this is like the book Think Rich, Grow Rich. Is you got to have a lot of faith. You got to be spiritual with this, man. You got to believe. You got to send the ships home. It's what we do. We got to get it done. There's no check at the end of the week. I got families to take care of. You
Okay.
know,
So let me ask you this then. There's, a lot of people struggle with this. You know what I mean? They struggle with, having the comfortability and, as you said, the faith to have it. Because
yeah.
I'm going to venture to guess that you know that you're going to succeed no matter
I'm going to.
what, right?
Yeah, no matter what.
Okay. Were you always that way? Or is this something,
So again, this is crazy because in this business, you do a lot of personal development. You do a lot of digging deep and seeing what makes you tick, right? Because we're in sales, we got to figure this thing out. And I did look into that. Where did I get confidence at? And I think it's a few things. I was overweight at one point in my life. A lot of people gave me a lot of rejection. I did music for a long time. A lot of people gave me a lot of rejection. Try to give somebody a free CD, see what they do with it. So now it's just like, I don't care if somebody tells me no. I'm just like, next. I know it's a numbers game. I know I just got to get you to like me, because once you get to like me and give me that ear, I'm going to close you, because I know what I'm talking about. And I hate to come across sounding I don't want to sound arrogant
you don't, you
or
don't,
nothing like that.
you don't.
I just know, because I've been doing this long enough, who we are dealing with other realtors, the competition. I'm confident in my skill. I'm confident in my coaching, right? So the rejection doesn't bother me. Right? I shouldn't say that. It might bother me for a second.
Right off the right off the shoulder, right?
Right, for
Um,
sure.
no, and I don't want you're not arrogant. There's a fine line between arrogant and confidence, and you know this as well as I do.
Hmm.
And your confidence, it exudes. I don't know if that's the right word. You exude confidence is the
I
best way to put it.
appreciate that.
You're very
Thank you.
welcome. You're very welcome. So, how do you suggest other agents get to that level? Because it takes time and effort and
All right.
personal development. How do they get there?
You gotta do deals. You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta talk to more people. You gotta go for it. I played sports for a very long time. I know about taking risks. You gotta go for it. This is not a business where you cannot not go for it. You know what I mean? We at the end of the day, again, geez, you you're not getting paid until you close, right? And you're really not getting paid till you cash a check. So I mean, what are you here for? What are you here for? I mean, you're wasting time unless you got money like that. I'm not trying to waste time. I know what can get done. I know, like again, in my coaching, they always say, if I don't go get the deal, guess who else is going to get it? One of those realtors that are doing a crappy job that are making us look bad as an industry. So why not me? Why not me first? So I'm hitting that horn first. I want them to be the first ones I talk to. So if I'm the first one I talk to, I'm also the one to set the tone for what a real realtor, what a real agent, what a real broker is supposed to be.
Would you mind doing a bit of a role play with me? Is that something you'd be okay with?
100%.
All right, cool. And I'm a little difficult. I can be. I've been known to be difficult. So give me a ring.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Yes, this is JG. I'm looking for Mr. Aaron.
This is Mass. Who's calling? Mass. How can I help you?
Yes, Mr. Aaron. My name's JG, Five Star Realty. I'm calling because I'm sure you figured out your property came off the market today,
Yeah, you're like the 17th one to call me today.
and I appreciate your time sincerely. I was wondering, when do you want to choose the right agent to get the job of selling your home done?
I got to tell you, based on the experience that we had before, I'm pretty sure that we're just going to take it off the market for like a bit and then get back at it. I can get. What's your number? I can give you a call back.
And I get that, and I appreciate it. Again, I appreciate your time. I know you're probably busy. Phone call in the blue. I'm curious. What do you think stopped your home from selling?
I mean, did you show it when it was available?
I didn't, and unfortunately, that's exactly why I'm calling. Actually, because if I had any questions from any of the buyers that I got, I want to make sure I got the offers.
Oh,
So, what do you think stopped your home from selling?
I don't know. I mean, we back to a one of those electrical things.
Really, electrical things. Was that what the feedback was like?
Yeah, no one wants it back to a transformer. That's it.
Okay. So, any showings?
And we had like 13 showings.
13 showings. Any offers?
One really bad offer.
Really bad offer. So I see the house has been on the market for about 6 months now. When did you receive that offer, Mr. Aaron?
Like 3 months ago.
3 months ago, huh? Wow. And how far from the sell price was it?
Far enough. Like I said, if you want to give me a call back, at some point you seem nice enough. You're more than welcome to give me a call back in a couple of. Give me a call back in like 3 weeks.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Aaron. Let's do this. If I can get you an offer in the next 2 weeks, right? Close you in the next 5 to 6, and believe me, I don't mind. Would you be opposed to seeing what I'm doing differently in this market to get your property sold?
I mean, what are you going to do differently?
Well, the only thing I could do different is get your property sold. And that's exactly why I'm calling. I got today at 4 or 5 o'clock. How 5 o'clock sound?
Yeah, that's fine. 5 o'clock. Okay, so here's what I loved about what you did right there. Is what I saw before that when you were speaking to me. You know what I mean? Like you're louder, and you took it down a notch when you're. Do you notice you do that?
No.
Well, you do that. So you took it down a notch because you noticed how I was speaking. Okay.
Oh, my tonality.
Yeah,
Yes.
your
Yeah.
tonality. You were very calm, cool and collected is the best way to put it.
Mm, mm.
And I appreciated that because I think a lot of people, they don't know what to say and they just
They do. They do. And I hear that a lot in role playing. I try to role play 10 times a week, the maximum 12. And I role play with a lot of people from across the country. And one thing that I've noticed, excuse me, especially being from the East Coast, a lot of people speak fast. I ran across this lady. She's out of Florida, and she speaks slow and elegantly. And what I noticed with her is that you got to really listen. She almost demanded you to listen just by her pronunciation. So when I speak fast, but then I slow down just
right.
so you can hear the, what I'm really trying to say. But then I speed up because the average person hears at 26 words per minute, and nobody has any time anymore. So I kind of speed it up, slow it down.
Interesting, because I talk fast. If you can't tell,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
talk very
You're
fast.
from up north.
Yeah, it's the Chicago, New York in me, man.
Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all, not at all. All right, JG, a new agent's walking across your office, knock on the door, and they're like, JG, I hear you're amazing. What one piece of advice do you have for me?
Oh, wow. I said it earlier. Are you ready to send the ships home? Is this ready to be your lifestyle? This is not something you can come in and out of. This is something that where momentum is a real thing. What you do is going to count 90 days from now. You skip a couple days, believe me, you're going to see it. You got to hit this every day. Maybe take a day off, a couple days off. Real estate, if you're really in it, you're not really going to have any days off. I don't care what you say. You're going to get a phone call you're going to have to tend to. They're not going to want to speak to your assistant or so on and so forth. So what I would tell them is how prepared are you to make this a lifestyle?
Lifestyle.
Right? You're in this for life. You're married to this.
Make it a lifestyle. I like that. Real
Yeah.
estate is we need to make we need to make t-shirt.
Yeah,
Real estate.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. We need to make a real estate lifestyle
You
t-shirt.
already got the coffee cups.
That's what you and me will make t-shirts together with bald guys on it and everything.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
All right, my friend. We're gonna wrap this up in a nice little bow here. Okay.
Okay.
So why don't you give me what are your final last words for everybody in Vulcan7 Nation?
Well, Vulcan7 Nation is great, man. I mean, I've met so many great people, important people, people I felt so blessed that I didn't even, I can't believe you're talking to me, that type of thing. I think my biggest thing I would say for the Vulcan7 community is just that, man, get involved. Be part of the community. You got people here that are really, really, really successful and are offering the upper hand. I mean, offering their hand to help you out. I'm not even going into the type of production that I do, but you'll scratch your head if you really knew. And here I am taking free role plays, posting every month to take on a role play, and then I'm calling a role play and they're not even picking up the phone.
So let me ask you this, just to piggyback on what you said. When it comes to production, what's the most thing? What are you most proud of?
I think it's just the faith that I think it's the confidence and the faith that I just know that I'm going to find the next deal. I'm a hunter. I love the feeling of signing somebody up. That, I mean, if I don't have that feeling, it's like, what am I doing? So it's not the checks. It's not the number of listings. It's the next deal.
Yeah.
I'm always chasing the next deal.
There we go. All right, my friend. So someone from Boise, Idaho is moving to Hartford, Connecticut, and they need an amazing real estate agent. How does one get in touch with you?
Hey, yo! JG Kemp, 5-Star Realty, Hartford, Connecticut. 860-573-0277. That is 860-573-0277. Jason, Jayson at 5 Stars Mail. Google me.
There we go. All right, my friend. Thank you so much for being here today. This is
Thank
great.
you, Aaron.
You're very welcome. And Vulcan7 Nation, once again, watch out for us. You know, we got amazing agents that we talk to you about that we speak with across the country. And do me a favor, my
100%.
friend, go make some money. Take care of yourselves. Be well, okay?
Take care.